If you have ever been in a place where you have struggled to give yourself permission for something that you want, then today I'm talking to you. My name is Jaclyn Foster, and I am the author of I Touch Myself, Lessons to Wake Up Desire and Fire Up Your Sex Drive. And this channel is about providing you with permission and how-to tips to both communicate and live out your sexual desires. So let's talk about desire today and this process and this struggle with permission and desire, especially when it comes to family members, intimate partners, and those people that we really, really love, but that we feel like somehow they're preventing us from living the life that we desire. A few months ago, I was in this place with my partner where we were both feeling a fair amount of pain with things. He was, from my point of view, asking for a lot of my time and energy. And I was in a place of really feeling like I wanted to spend more of my time and energy on projects and things that were bubbling up inside of me that felt really exciting. So I found myself one day talking to my trainer and sharing this struggle and this pain we were in and saying, I don't know what to do. I feel like he's constantly wanting my time and energy, and I just wish that he would give me permission to take this time for myself, to do what I want to do for myself and what's important to me. And I was saying how frustrated I was that he wasn't giving me this validation that I was looking for. When I was talking to this coach of mine, I realized how much in our own way we were doing the exact same thing with each other. I was seeing that he was looking for my validation and my want to be around and just really looking to me for a sense of kind of strength and approval. And what I was doing was I was not giving myself permission to do what was important to me until I had his permission and his approval. We were doing the exact same things with each other in slightly different ways, and it was feeling awful. And what my coach reminded me in that moment was that it was so important for me actually to create any kind of shift to find the validation and permission in myself. Oh my gosh, it was a huge aha moment to realize that I had to be the one ultimately to give myself permission to validate what was important to me and to be the final say in what mattered to me most and to become a stand for it. So for a few months, I actually was like thinking about this and reflecting on this and sinking in this idea of validation. And what kept coming to mind for me was a scene from Harry Potter, from Harry Potter's Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry and his friend Hermione have this opportunity to go back and relive a day that gives them the opportunity to right some wrongs and save some lives. And what happens is, earlier in the day, Harry is attacked by what are called these Dementors. Him and his uncle are under this attack, and they almost get killed in this attack by these like creatures that are coming down and just sucking the life out of them. And what saves them in the moment is there's this Patronus charm. There's this charm that's cast that like eliminates all the Dementors and, you know, gets them free from the area. And so Harry and his uncle live. And so Harry is going back in time now, knowing that he has already lived this moment where he has been saved. He thinks it's his dad that saved him. He saw the strength of this Patronus charm that just blasted everything that was sucking the life out of him out of the atmosphere around them. And so he's going into this place where he's returning back in time thinking that someone else has saved him. So he arrives back in this lake scene where all of this happened. Hours now passed when this happened, and he finds himself back at this scene. He's seeing a replay of what happened to him and his uncle. He's seeing the Dementors attack him, and as that's happening, his friend Hermione is saying to him, you know, like, Harry, you're dying, and he's watching the scene of himself dying. But Harry feels like he has this faith from earlier in the day, and he's like, you know what, my dad is coming. My dad's gonna come, wait. And so they stand there waiting as Harry watches himself die. Hermione finally says to him, Harry, listen to me. no one's coming. And Harry still waits. He doesn't know what to do because he thinks that someone else is going to come. Someone else is going to save him and cast this charm. He waits and waits a little bit longer, and he realizes that it's true. No one is coming. And so he steps up and he finds this strength in himself and he casts this charm. And he is the one to have all of these dementors, all of these creatures that are sucking the life out of him. He is the one to blast them from his atmosphere, to save his own life. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately, this truth, this powerful truth that no one is coming. That we are the ones that have the opportunity to save our own lives, to create the magic in our lives, to cast our own spells, so to speak, to be the ones to stand up for ourselves in a way that no one else can. We are the strongest and the best advocates for ourselves, for our present selves, and for our future, because we know ourselves better than anyone else does. And I get that it can be painful to be in a place where we want the support of someone in our lives, where we hope that someone is going to come around and give us the support in the way that we want to. But here's the thing. It can be somewhat a painful truth, and I found it can also be so liberating when we really sink it in, is that we have no power to change anybody else, and no one really can even support us in the way that we want them to, because everyone is just working through their own stuff. And what I've found is when we can actually sink in this truth that we have to become our own best advocate, that we have to be the ones that choose ourselves again and again, and to believe in what's possible and to strengthen our resilience, we get to be the ones to stand for our desires and to express that. And we can communicate openly, and we can grow, and we can still maintain strong relationships. And I found the only way to do this in a way that's going to bring us happiness is if we stand in that place of knowing that no one is going to come for us and validate us and be a stand for us in the way that we can. We must be the ones to choose ourselves, even if we're in loving partnerships. So my challenge to you today is to think about one area of your life where you have given up the wheel, so to speak, where you have been standing there with your own wand waiting for someone else to cast the charm to save your life. And what is that area, and what is one thing that you would like to do to be a stand for that desire for yourself and to really own it? My name is Jaclyn Foster. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to come on over to jaclynlaceyfoster.com and pop in your email so that I can send you information, updates, things I don't always post here on YouTube. And also, if you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can get updates when new videos coming out. Wish you an amazing day. Keep your desire alive, and I will see you next time. Mwah.